Season 2, Episode 10. Cynthia, Season 2, Episode 120. Welcome, everybody. It's that time of the year. It is February 22nd, and Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City is on, but she's not talking about sex. She's talking about off-Broadway plays. Oh, is she red hair? Is she blonde hair? Let's play the game together and open up the mystery box. Is it chicken? Is it fish? Is it a shoelace? Does the chicken taste like a shoelace? Oh my God, it's so fun. Make sure to like and subscribe. Or don't subscribe
American
and don't
spacecraft,
like.
the touchdown.
Okay, don't like the video, but subscribe. All right? We've reached the moon for the first time in 50 years, so let's celebrate and then get on with Season 2, Episode 120 of the F.U.G.L.Y streaming World Festival of Love and Sexual Affairs.
American spacecraft, the touchdown
sexual.
on the moon's surface in more than 50 years. Lunar lander Odysseus is scouting the terrain ahead of NASA's planned mission 2 years from now with humans on board. Odie, as the ship is nicknamed, will spend a week on the South Pole to gather information of the lunar surface of the so-called dark side of the moon. There is water and ice there, critical if we want to use the moon as a base camp to one day explore Mars and beyond. And that's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.
And fuck you.
From America's #1 news source comes the all-new...
Oh, isn't that fun?
And that's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. There you go. Oh, look what we did.
They're critical if we want to use the moon as a base camp to one day explore Mars and beyond. And that's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow.
Make sure to wipe your ass.
America. Good night.
All right, let's get through this shit, get through that shit, then get through this shit. La. Cynthia. Oh, and someone from Sweeney Todd is going to waste their time. I hope you're ready for... At least I will give them credit that they've cut their opening segment from like 12 minutes to like 7 or 8. I think they've realized like, people don't really want to hear you guys say the same shit and the same act. It's like, oh, look, we're all lovey-dovey. We agree. We make bad jokes and land. Like, are we so cute? You guys are annoying. You're worse than Sonny and Cher. Kat Ashmore, that's going to be a great waste. National Chili Day. Oh, what is she going to do? Make fucking a vegan chili? Or is she going to do like a pulled pork chili and then add some spices that are like her own blend and give us a trick, which is like, oh, you know what's my trick is, you know, put a hot pepper in there, but let it soak. Or you know what my trick is like, oh, use some beer. You know what I mean? Or, oh, she's going to tell some stupid hack that is something our grandmas all did. Probably our great-grandmas at this point.
If you really listen.
Oh, chili. We put tomato paste in there. Oh, I love tomato paste. And then we're just going to put a little sprinkle of Cincinnati chili. What's she going to do? Mash the chili so the meat becomes finer, or add some cinnamon like Cincinnati chili? And so that way we can hear Mark say, I love cinnamon. And then we're just going to put in a little bit of cumin. I love cumin.
Delicious. And then you are free.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, Tony, Grammy, and Emmy Award winner, Cynthia Nixon. Plus, chili is being made in the live kitchen. Why? Because it's National Chili Day.
Tuesday, February 22nd, 2024. Yes.
Guys, we're getting ready. It's happening.
What's happening?
We're going back to Vegas.
Yes. Back to the scene of the crime.
Back to the scene of the crime. Two youngsters on a soap opera got married, eloped.
Yes.
Discovered. Our secret wedding discovered by none other than Wendy Williams. Yes. True facts. I'm not kidding.
Because you have to go to the Clark County courthouse to get your marriage license, and so someone saw us there.
Someone saw us there.
Do you remember going to the marriage to the county?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
I mean, I was a little dizzy, but I remember being there. Dizzy with excitement.
Let me stroke her arm. That means
Here's
it's
the
okay.
crazy thing.
That's creepy.
We'd eloped in a few months at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 months. We'd been married for 3 months. Nobody at work knew we were even dating, much less married to each other. We're brushing our teeth, and we've got Wendy Williams' radio show on.
Yeah.
And we're listening, and she's like, I've got Celebrity Dish. And we're like, ooh, Celebrity Dish, turn it up. This is back when radios were these boxes.
Shut the
that
fuck
had
up.
radios-
Shut the fuck up, you
music
skinny
used
ass
to come out of a
anorexic
box.
It was
cunt.
a boombox.
It was like this big, and you would keep it, and you would
This
sometimes
isn't
you would
funny.
have to like
You're
adjust
talking
the
to people that
antenna.
are older
Anyway,
than you.
turn on Wendy Williams, and the celebrities, and I guess they had a broad use of the term back then, was the fact that two soap stars from All My Children, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos.
Soap
But she called you
stars?
Kelly Ripka.
Soap
No,
stars?
she did not. She
No.
called me
What
Kelly
was that
Ripa.
word? Did you say, celebrities, which I guess was a loose term, because we're so modest. We're not celebrities, but we are soap stars. You know, we're not celebrities. I guess celebrities, that's not us, but I guess they use that, to talk about two soap stars. Two soap what? Soap stars. Oh, you guys are stars? Really? Were you like the Luke and Laura? Is that what you're saying? Are you the stars? Where you're like the top two, billing? I mean, the stars. Maybe if you were so humble, you know what real humble people would have said? They would have said that celebrities, that was like a loose term, I guess they used back then to describe two soap opera actors, right? Or if you want to be correct, an actor and actress, but not a star. If you were humble, you wouldn't call yourself a star. So you're like, oh, we're so humble. I don't consider myself a celebrity, but I am a star, right? Because when you were a little girl, you always wanted to be a star. And so in your head, you're convinced yourself you're this big, massive star, but you're not a celebrity. But you are a star. Kind of contradictory, isn't it? Huh? You fucking shit for brains. Go get another fucking nose job, you insecure fucking slut.
And the celebrities, and I guess they had a broad use of the term back
Go fuck your coworker 48 hours after meeting him.
then, was the fact that two soap stars from All My Children, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos.
But she called you Kelly Ripka.
No, she did not. She called me Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos eloped in Las Vegas, and there was this eyewitness that worked in the Clark County courthouse that said that we eloped, and then the news broke, and then we had to tell everybody we were married.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason we kept it a secret is because we worked together, and we didn't want it to be perceived like somehow we couldn't work together.
It seemed like a good idea.
It seemed like a good idea.
It was a harebrained idea.
Yeah, it was a harebrained idea. But anyway, we're going back to Las Vegas. We're doing our show from the Blue Light Theater, newest resort and casino.
Fontainebleau, Las Vegas.
And we're going to be filming there on the 26th and the 27th.
Yeah, so come join us for the long weekend. Come to our website, and you can reserve your free tickets, and you could actually have dinner if you go to the Fontainebleau. You could have dinner with Gelman there. You have a huge guest lineup. Lionel Richie, yeah.
All night.
Howie Mandel. Is he gonna be pranking anybody? Do you think?
No, he's going to come on live. He's obviously a great guest. Yeah.
Yep.
Cheryl Lee Ralph, Carrot.
And DJ Pauly D is going to be there. Performances from Steve Aoki and Lil Jon. And
hang on a second. REO Speedwagon.
yeah. I want to ask them what REO stands for.
You want to ask them what the REO stands
Yes.
for? Okay.
I always wondered, what's the REO stand for?
I'm sure there's
Google.
I'm sure the Google machine.
I'm going to put them on the spot. Hey, today,
Yeah.
February 22nd, is National Walk Your Dog Day. What a perfect way to start your day is to walk your dog.
That's how F.U.G.L.Y starts every day.
Yeah, really?
Well, I would say your dog walks you, but that's different.
Yeah. It's the best bonding experience. I agree. They love that. And a well-walked dog is a calm dog or a tired dog. Yeah.
We have one dog that loves to walk and one dog that I have to carry to her poopy and pee-pee spot.
Which one's that?
Lena. Lena, if you put her on a leash, she immediately puts on the brakes. So you look like the cruel dog owner dragging the dog down the street. So I just carry her and then I go, make a pee-pee. And she pees right away on command, which is
she has to walk when she wants to walk. Like I do that too. She'll stop and she'll look at me. I'm like, we're going for a walk. You have your jacket on. We're walking. And then she goes, all right, now I'm ready to walk. And then she'll walk.
Well, for me, I have to carry her. I carry her to the spot. She has a spot that she goes. It's her spot. Make a pee-pee. She does it. And then make a poo-poo. Now, why we haven't figured out how to teach toddlers this is it's amazing. Toddlers will only have to go after you're in the car.
That's right.
After you've begged them to go for 6 hours before you left.
Or on the plane. Best place to walk your dog is Colorado Springs, of course. That's a beautiful,
Of
that
course,
was top.
of course,
top dog.
Colorado Springs.
Followed by San Francisco.
He says it like best place to take your children on vacation is Orlando, Disney World, of course, right? That makes sense, right? Best place to take your dog for a walk, Colorado Springs, of course. Of course, it's Colorado Springs. You know what I mean? Hey, best place to go get barbecue. It's a tie between Texas and Kansas City. Oh, of course, And best place to walk your dog, I think we all know, right? Colorado Springs. Best place to go. Best place to go Best place to go to the beach. Hawaii, right? Of course, Hawaii, right? And best place to get lobster is Maine, of course, Maine, yeah. Best place to get crab cakes, of course, Maryland, right? Maryland. Best place to take your children on a vacation, Orlando, Florida, Disney World, of course. And best place to walk your dog, of course, is Colorado Springs, right? Colorado Springs, yeah, that's obvious. Like, what do you mean, of course? Colorado Springs, of course. Of course, Colorado Springs, yeah. That's it.
Place to walk your dog is Colorado Springs, of course. That's beautiful. That was top dog. Followed by San Francisco, Phoenix, which I think is interesting because it gets really hot there. So you have to be careful. Early in the morning, I guess, is probably best to do that. And Boulder, Colorado. And Manhattan is number 5.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, Manhattan's number 5.
People communicate here. If you're not from New York City, you will notice this trend amongst people within the city. We don't really talk to each other directly. We talk to each other through our dogs, which is so bizarre. Chelsea, tell your friend Muffy what your owner does for a living.
Here, listen to the one guy laughing, the only one guy laughing at this stupid ass attempt.
So bizarre.
Yeah, here he goes. Listen closely.
Really talk to each other directly. We talk to each other through our dogs, which is so bizarre. Chelsea, tell your friend Muffy what your owner does for a living. Instead of saying, hey, I'm Stan and I run a pet store. It's like, it's all through the dogs. It's so bizarre.
Right, and then they do that little do-si-do tangle.
And then your leashes get
the dog leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, speaking of Vegas, and I want to go back to this because it is important and it can't be said enough. And I think we should do Gelman. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave Gelman out of this because he's going to get legal involved. He'll get lawyers involved. It won't happen. The most UFOs are seen near Area 51, just north of Las Vegas. I think that we should all go as a staff, camp out, and look for the aliens, and we'll see who gets carried home to the mothership. The most UFO reports are in this area. It's just north of Sin City. Area 51, they say that between 2000 and 2023, 820.9 of the 100,000 residents have seen a UFO.
Wow.
Okay? That's a very, I don't know how to do percentages, but that's like a lot of, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a
I don't
that's
know.
a tape.
I don't know what percentages are. All I do is I just come here and I just like say the same lame things over and over, and I sit in the damn chair, and then I go home and I
51.
I pull a Lewinsky on myself, which is where I stick a cigar in my hoo-ha, and I go, hoo-wah, like Al Pacino. That's funny. I'm Gelman, and I'm... You like that, Gelman? Yeah.
Sin City, Area 51, they say that between 2000 and 2023, 820.9 of the 100,000 residents have seen a UFO.
Wow.
Okay? That's a very, I don't know how to do percentages, but that's...
Well, let's move the decibel and establish that 10,000 is 10% of 100,000, which means that 1% is 1,000. Okay? So 820 is less than 1,000. So therefore, 820 is less than 1%. So when you say that's a lot of percent, it's really not. It's less than 1%. It's actually 0.082%. See that? 100,000, 100%, 820, 0.082%. You kind of get it. This is kind of like 6th grade math. Very easy. This is probably very, very easy for 8th graders. It's just moving a decimal to the left or right. It's. I know you didn't study math. You studied on being a dumb bitch when you were in grade school. So congratulations, you got your PhD early. You must be so proud.
1,000 residents have seen a UFO.
Wow.
Okay? That's a very, I don't know how to do percentages, but that's like a lot of, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a tape piece.
It's a lot. It's a lot of percentages. Yeah. 0.082. That's a lot. That's why you think you have some of the biggest tits in the world. You're like, I don't know how to judge titties, but mine is a lot of titties. If I could find them. But I do have the most nipples in the world. The biggest ratio of nipple to tit, that's me. Kelly Ripka.
Binoculars. We should do that.
That's me, Kelly Ripka. From all my children.
Sitting there at night looking at the sky. Can you just cut off the...
I'm just sorry. What did she say again? I don't know how to do percentages, but 820 out of 100,000 is a lot. Okay.
23, 820.9 of the 100,000 residents have seen a UFO.
Wow.
Okay? That's a very, I don't know how to do percentages, but that's like a lot of, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a tape.
That's a lot? You guys think that's a lot? You don't know how to do percentages, but you don't know. You just said you don't know how to do percentages, but then you followed that up with immediately, but that's a lot. Hey, here's a cake. Well, I don't really know anything about baking or cake, but this is great. Well, how am I going to trust you when you say this cake is great, when you just prefaced it by saying, I don't know anything about cakes, but this is great? You just kind of contradict yourself. I don't know anything about percentages, but that's a lot. You know what a lot is in your opinion? It's 0.082%. Do you think 0.082% is a lot? If I told you had a 0.082% chance of winning the lottery, do you think you'd start like making plans and giving your boss like a 2 weeks saying, hey, I might be out of here. I have a 0.082%. No. So, no, I don't. I wouldn't. So let me ask you then, Ripka, do you think 820 out of 100,000 is a lot of percent, which isn't even proper English? Mm-hmm. Can we think before we speak? Your contract's coming up soon. You know that, right?
That's a very, I don't know how to do percentages, but that's like a lot of, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a tape piece. We should do that. Binoculars. We should do that.
Yeah, sitting there at night looking at the sky.
Can you just cut off the moldy parts of a cheese and eat the rest? There's some good news and bad news. So here's my thing. If there's mold meant to be in the cheese, like a blue cheese, a gorgonzola.
Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Stop. Another thing. You're stating the obvious. And he's saying it like, oh, I'm a cheese expert because I'm from Italy.
Do that.
Oh, yeah. We go to Italy. So here's the thing. Let me tell you all something you already know. If it's a cheese that's supposed to have mold, then I don't mind eating it. Well, no shit. No does everyone else. Oh, but let me tell you something. If the bread isn't moldy, then I'll eat it. Or let me tell you something, though. Here's the deal. If I don't have any milk, I could substitute almond milk and it'll be fine. You know, that's the rule. But if you don't, you can't put in apple juice or orange juice instead of milk. Oh, well, gee, thanks there. Jesus Christ, you're a regular old fucking Sherlock Holmes. Where's your fucking life coach fucking YouTube channel? Where's your Tony Robbins fucking fan club page so I could make sure to follow you? Because I need your words of wisdom to fucking make my life fucking take it to the next level. Fucking Margarita fucking Dick Suelos. The first 3 letters are con, because you're a fucking con artist and a really bad one, you fucking bitch.
But that's like a lot of. That's a lot.
That's a take piece.
Yeah,
we should do that.
Binoculars.
We should do that.
Yeah, sitting there at night looking at the sky.
Can you just cut off the moldy parts of a cheese and eat the rest? There's some good news and bad news. So here's my thing. If there's mold meant to be in the cheese, like a blue cheese, a gorgonzola, I love that. Or a soft brie, right? That's mold, so you can eat it. But if your hard cheese has mold on it, you should probably definitely cut it off.
Well, what does the article? What
It says that.
You sure about
It
that?
says that. You cut it off. You can still do it.
You sure about that one? You want to take some extra time? What about like chicken breast that smells like ass? Can you help me with that one, Mr. fucking chef fucking cocksucking little pussy bitch?
Soft brie, right? That's mold, so you can eat it. But if your hard cheese has mold on it, you should probably definitely cut it off.
Well, what does the article?
Please tell us more about your fascinating world of food knowledge, chef insulting cunt.
But what
it says that. It says that. So you cut it off and you can still do it. But if it's either dark black or red, red mold's growing.
That's his name. Fuck Chef Jackhoff. Jackhoff.
You should probably definitely cut it off.
Well, what does the article? What
it says that. It says that. So you cut it off and you can still do it. But if it's either dark black or red mold's growing on the cheese, you need to throw it away.
What's red mold?
Way to fucking call her husband out. That's the one thing I like about Kelly. She'll put him in his place and be like you're saying all this shit like you're an expert. Well, what do the experts say? Kind of in a wink, saying, yeah, you're not no expert. Stop pretending to be an expert because you're fucking hurting my brand. You're embarrassing me. You know what I mean? Like this is why I don't take you out in public, because you fucking make me look bad. You know? And besides, you know what he's doing? He's just fucking saying, but you know, everything he said, he just read off the piece of paper. So he reads the piece of paper that someone gave to him. So all he does is sit there. Someone gives him a piece of paper. They look up this information. They print it out. They hand it to him. He reads it. And then he just basically tells the audience what he just read and presents it as if it's his own knowledge. Like, well, I'm very smart. This is what I think you should do. And this is what I would do. This is my advice. And then just coincidentally happens to be the exact same thing that's on the piece of paper that he just read fucking 20 seconds before he spoke. But he's trying to claim credit that it's his fucking doing. It's his idea. It's his brains that knew all this. Get the fuck out of here.
It says that. So you cut it off and you can still do it. But
you know what you should do? Cut off your dick.
If it's either dark black or red,
like your pubic,
mold's growing on the cheese, you need to throw it away.
If you got anything on your dick, cut it off.
Mold?
Could be toxic.
It could be toxic.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Soft cheeses like ricotta
now
and
look what he
mozzarella.
just said. Again, she goes, "What's red mold?" And he just sits there saying nothing. And then Gelman says, "It could be toxic." And in a split second, he goes, "It could be toxic." It's like saying, what's the square root of 9? And no one's saying anything. And then Gelman raises his hand and says, square root of 9 is 3. And he's like, the answer is 3. The square root is 9. I was just going to say 3. He just fucking, someone else says something. And then he says it right afterwards and tries to make it sound like, tries to insult you, the audience member, by saying, oh, I was just going to say that. Like, I was thinking the same thing. I'm as smart as Gelman. I knew that. How many minutes should you bake what's the temperature you should cook a steak to before it's servable? Well, you want to at least, and he's like, oh, well, steak, I like it like rare, like a nice pink in the middle, nice red pink in the middle. And then Gelman's like, well, the temperature is bare minimum. You want to at least cook it to a minimum of 110 degrees. He's like, yeah, 110 degrees. No, but what about a well done? And then he'll just like stare. Huh? And then Gelman goes, well, like 165. That's 165. I knew that. He's looking for the answer of what red mold is on the paper so he can cheat. He's looking for someone to cheat and help him. So he's looking to cheat. That's the homework. What does red mean? So now he's looking to cheat. And then Gelman says red. He's like, it could be toxic. It could be toxic.
Our cheese has mold on it.
Right.
No
one believes you. No one thinks you're smart. You're not even tricking. You're not tricking fucking Special Olympics with Down syndrome people.
But if it's either dark black or red mold growing on the cheese, you need to throw it away.
What's red mold?
Could be toxic.
It could be toxic.
It could be toxic, yeah.
And soft cheeses like ricotta and mozzarella cheese shouldn't have mold.
Thanks a lot. I didn't understand Gelman when he fucking said that it could be toxic like 2 seconds before you fucking just repeated what he said.
Red mold.
You fucking insecure little fucking product of a fucking whore.
What's red mold?
Stupid fucking unintelligent slut.
It could be toxic. Yeah. And soft cheeses like ricotta and mozzarella cheese shouldn't have mold on them, so throw those out. Just throw those out.
You need a piece of paper to print
cheese at the grocery store, and you're so excited because you're gonna.
You need a fucking assistant to print that out from the World Wide Web to teach you that.
Buy a cottage cheese at the grocery store, and you're so excited because you're gonna make a cottage cheese and berries.
No.
You're gonna start your health journey that day.
Nope.
And
the health journey.
And you open it.
Jesus Christ.
Mold on it.
The health journey. You're going to start your health journey that day. You look like you started your fucking health journey when you were fucking 3 years old. Like your first word was not mommy or daddy. It was bulimia. They were always wondering why, like, you were 9 years old, you were still fucking barfing all over the floor. And it was like, God, she doesn't wet her bed, but she pukes a lot. It's because she was forcing herself. She's like, I want to be a soap opera actress one day, and I don't want to be a celebrity, but I'm going to be a big star up in Hollywood land, or, I mean, maybe on like a midday television show shown to like a bunch of old women with terrible actors and long writing.
It's the worst.
Oh my gosh. Gosh, she's so animated. She's so entertaining. Let's give her another fucking $20 million a year to fucking make our life. To fucking make us want to kill ourselves.
Journey that day, and you open it, and you see the
she
mold
just
on
improvises.
It's the worst. And you're so irritated, and you check the sell-by date, and
oh my gosh, she should be like, she should have her own sketch comedy show. That's how funny she is, and so smart and on top of her toes.
And you open it, and you see the mold on it. It's the worst.
Oh, and look, you could hear someone in the background, one of the producers say, it's the worst. Almost like she's on stage and she forgot her line and someone has to feed her the line. It's the worst. It's the worst. So now we got both of them fucking just repeating what someone off stage is saying. So they got to be fed the answers to fucking hypothetical opinionated questions. Like, she's just like, I don't know what to say. Someone says, it's the worst. And so she just says, it's the worst.
Cheese
listen in the background.
Mold on them, so throw those out. Just throw those out.
Did you ever buy a cottage cheese at the grocery store, and you're so excited because you're going to make a cottage cheese and berries? You're going to start your health journey that day. And you open it, and you see the mold on it. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
And
you know, they said that ricotta cheese and stuff like that, cottage cheese, right? Throw it right away. Here's he's going to say it again.
And mozzarella cheese shouldn't have mold on them, so throw those out. Just throw those out.
Did you ever buy a cottage cheese?
You know what you could do? Instead of throwing them out, this is just a suggestion. Let me just give you a little piece of advice. You know what else you could do instead of throwing it out? Is that when you buy like fresh mozzarella cheese or cottage cheese or like a nice whole milk ricotta cheese, here's what you could do. Instead of throwing it out, what you could do is you could eat it within 18 months of buying it, because that's how long you'd have to keep it in your fridge before it starts getting red and black mold. So how about, instead of even wasting our time with advice for people on what to do if they see mold in those types of cheeses, why don't we just give them a solid piece of advice that I think will go with them a long way? How about when you buy something at the grocery store, you fucking eat it within a week or two after buying it, okay? Especially something you're not going to freeze. So if you're going to buy something that isn't going to be frozen, like meat or anything, vegetables, something that isn't really recommended to be frozen, because you can freeze anything. You can freeze your eggs. Doesn't make it a good idea, Lola. Jesus, all we need is another generation of this fucking shit for brains kind of fucking robot walking around this globe. How about when you buy something that is not meant to be frozen, you eat it. And if you have to throw it away, don't buy it again. But that's the easiest thing I could think of. Instead of teaching people how to throw shit away if it's got mold, how about we teach people how to eat the food they buy? Right? Because it's not like, I mean, I know wasting food isn't a big thing. Like, none of us do it. But maybe we could start eating what we buy. How about that? That's just something from, I'm not even smart. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a star. Go fuck yourself.
Cheese shouldn't have mold on them, so throw those out. Just throw those out.
Did you ever buy a cottage cheese at the grocery store and you're so excited because you're going to make a cottage cheese and berries? You're going to start your health journey that day, and you open it and you see the mold on it. It's the worst. And you're so irritated, and you check the sell-by date, and it's, 7 weeks from now. And now you got to go back to the whatever grocery store. You got to go back there, and you got to find your receipt, which nobody has anymore, because when they're like, would you like your receipt?
No.
You always say no. I always say no because I'm like, I don't need another piece of paper rattling around in my life. And now I've got to go back and say, I was just here. Remember, I was here 8 minutes ago. You rang me up. No, you asked me if I wanted the receipt, and like an idiot, I said no.
They usually take it, though. They take it.
Sometimes.
If they see the green, yeah. If they see
with you, everything is possible. But Mark is like... Mark went to the DMV. It took him 3 minutes, and everything was wonderful. They gave him snacks.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Here's another little tip. At least you admitted that you're an idiot, so we're making progress here. But how about this? How about take the receipt, and here's just a wild idea. Take the receipt just in case, and if it turns out you don't need the receipt, because you just said, quote, I don't need another piece of paper rattling around my life. Look, this is very easy. Take the receipt, put it in the grocery bag. When you get home, right, keep it in the bag, right? Or take it out, put it on the counter, whatever. If you ever need the receipt, you have it. But within like probably a half an hour most, once you get home, you'll be able to know if you need that receipt. So here, check this out. This is a very new concept. It's a new idea. I know only like really smart people and young people are doing this. So maybe you should check your Huffington Post. But if you don't need the receipt, you crumble it up and you throw it in the recycling. I know you're not familiar with this because you probably were throwing plastic and glass bottles in the garbage can back in South Philadelphia with your ghetto-ass family. But crumbling up a piece of paper and throwing it in the recycling might only take you 5 seconds. Now, I know that's a whole stool session for you, and you like your stool sessions, right? So you could look at pictures of God knows whose abs. But you're probably looking at old pictures of Kenan Thompson when he was in the movie Fat Albert and wanking yourself. But don't leave the receipt. Take it, put it in the bag, and then crumble it up at home and throw it in the recycling. If for some reason a couple days later you end up needing it, it's in the recycling. So take the piece of paper, and then you don't have to go back and beg. This is just easy. Try it once, all right? I'd rather have a slow yes instead of a quick no, okay? Take the receipt, crumble it up, throw it in recycling. All right. It's going to be an Olympic event in 2032 in fucking North Korea. All right. 2042, I mean, probably more likely. I think we already got 2032, but crumbling paper and recycling, it's going to be a new Olympic sport. 2042 Olympics, 2044 Olympics in North Korea. Look at that. I'm doing what I call fucking Consuelos math. Real fun. You should teach your own masterclass on how to be a fucking dumb bitch.
It took him 3 minutes, and everything was wonderful. They gave him snacks.
I don't know. The world's not fair.
We've got a huge show today. Cynthia Nixon is here.
Yes. And we're going to celebrate National Chili Day with a healthy turkey chili recipe from Chef Kat Ashmore.
You like chili?
I'm actually kind of hungry.
I'm hungry for pussy. Oh, I know what that means. You want my coleslaw burrito? You want my coleslaw? I do want your coleslaw. You want my little barbecue pork slider with a little coleslaw and extra mayonnaise? I want that extra mayonnaise. Ripka. Ooh, you want that extra mayonnaise? I bet you want that moldy cabbage. Are you going to throw it out, Mark? You going to throw out my moldy cabbage? Or are you just going to cut around it and still eat the edges? Ooh, I know, like the way you talk. Oh, and then he lifts up the skirt, starts smacking her ass. Once he finds it's going to take an hour because all he gets is bone. He goes to smack her ass and breaks. He goes to smack her ass and fractures his hand because it's all bone on her ass, and he like It's like as hard as cement. And Gelman's like, you got to wear a glove, Mark. And then he sticks up his glove, and Gelman's got like a Michael Jackson glitter glove from like 1985 Thriller era, and he goes, ooh, da, da. And then a disco ball comes down, and Deja starts like busting out some old school turntables, but she doesn't know how to play them. She just knows how to pretend. Oh, God. This is what goes on during commercial break. You know, when I said before, I said, what are you going to do? I said, you're either going to make like some pulled pork chili or something like that, or you're going to make a vegan chili. I was thinking after vegan, I was going to say, oh, what are you going to make some turkey chili, and it's going to be a healthy alternative. The healthy alternative is right. I just went to the extreme of plant-based because anyone on TV has to do plant-based because that's what executive producers want to put on TV because that's what's trending to all the viewers, right? Blah, 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 suck my fart, eat my ass.
To celebrate National Chili Day with a healthy turkey chili recipe from Chef Kat Ashmore.
You like chili?
I like chili. I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm kind of hungry right now, yeah.
I'm not that hungry.
I'm pretty hungry.
I'm going to be honest. Some days, and you've heard me say this before, some days it's hard to stomach chili at like 9:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? You've never...
Not for me. I love it. It's because I'm Mexican. That's what he's going to say. He's going to say he loves it because he loves spice, and he's going to attribute it to him being Mexican. Come on. For
you've heard me say
10
this
to 1
before.
odds.
Some days
10 to 1
it's
odds.
hard to stomach
Daddy
chili
needs
at
shoes.
like 9:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? You've never had that issue?
No, chili's good all the time. Yeah.
I just feel like there are certain things that are breakfast foods, and in my mind, chili is just never one of them.
No, chili is. You never had like a little bit. You never had chili over easy eggs or anything, or like an omelet with some chili. I mean, you don't put like a whole bowl of chili. You just take like a little ladleful and you just put a little chili. It's got ground beef, tomatoes, peppers, onions. I mean, people get omelets with tomatoes and peppers and onions and meat all the time. It's just you don't think of it's just because of the broth. You think of chili as for breakfast like as if you're pouring chicken noodle soup over your omelet. Like you're like it's the liquid part, but if it's thick, it's just seasoned meat. I don't know. It's meat and vegetables with eggs. That's a combination we've all been eating for decades, centuries even.
Some days, and you've heard me say this before, some days it's hard to stomach chili at like 9:30 in the morning.
I mean, back like hundreds of years ago, Mexicans used to eat chicken brains mixed with eggs and probably season it with like dried chili powder that was local to their region. Like this has been around for centuries. What were you doing? Eating fucking pasta F.U.G.L.Y popsicles or something?
I'm not hungry right now, yeah.
I'm not that hungry.
I'm pretty hungry.
I'm going to be honest. Some days, and you've heard me say this before, some days it's hard to stomach chili at like 9:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? You've never had that issue?
No, chili's good all the time. Yeah.
I just feel like there are certain things that are breakfast foods, and in my mind, chili is just never one.
Well, your feelings are wrong and
Even
invalid.
like my hungover days, when you're hungover.
No, I don't.
Be like, let me have
chili and eggs.
Oh,
Yum.
no, a bowl of granola. Maybe a hash brown.
Maybe if you're
From
anorexic.
McDonald's,
Yes.
to be specific.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice anorexic breakfast for someone who's going to die of heart disease at the age of 58.
Granola. Maybe a hash brown.
Ooh, yeah.
From McDonald's.
Yes.
To be specific.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Minus the egg and minus the bacon. I just like cheese on a roll.
All right, let's go start the game.
Give me a toasted English muffin
Oh, shut
with
the
cheese
fuck up.
and an English muffin.
And you're happy.
Oh, happy as a clam. They might
Wait a
take me at the gym.
You ever toast an English muffin with cheese and an English muffin? So you're putting cheese and an English muffin on the English muffin?
The egg and minus the bacon.
Or are we just showing early signs of dementia and acting like the same way 10-year-olds do? More like a 7-year-old. Mommy, you ever put English muffin with cheese and an English muffin on the cheese? You ever put butter on a blueberry muffin on top of a blueberry muffin? What?
I just like cheese on a roll. I do. Give me a toasted English muffin with cheese and an English muffin.
And you're happy.
Oh, happy as a clam. They might take me at the GMV. That's how happy I am. All right, it's the reason you all showed up today. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Rachel Shafu from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, who watches the show on WXYZ. Good morning, Rachel.
Go Blue.
Good morning.
How are you? You're trying to butter me up there with that Michigan gear, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to tell you, I love your show so much. And I watched your show with my mom every single day. And I just lost my mom last June. So it's really special for me to be on the phone with you guys.
Well, we are sorry for your loss, but we are confident that your mom is still watching.
Yeah, and you've carried on the tradition. All right, you know how this game works. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. And if you stump me, you'll win this. And this.
Don't try to incorporate me into your madness.
All right, Rachel, here we go. Here are your two statements. I've been an English teacher for 11 years. Or I've met Matthew McConaughey.
All right, no guesses, no questions. What am I, 22? I think I'm 21 for 32. 22 for 32. I'm 21 for 32, so this will put me at 66%. I'm going to say that you've been an English teacher for 11 years. Unless you met Matthew McConaughey at like a football game when Michigan played Texas. Nah, I'm going to say it's true that she's been an English teacher. I think she's trying to reverse the psychology. Reverse, you know. The obvious one will be the truth. I've been an English teacher for 11 years. Going against the grain on that one. Well, gloss and dirty. Ooh, yeah.
Madness.
All right, Rachel, here we go. Here are your two statements. I've been an English teacher for 11 years. Or I've met Matthew McConaughey. Oh, you have any English?
I do. Is it lie or lay?
Lie.
Okay. And how would I use lie in a sentence?
I am lying to you right now is what a student told his teacher. I am lying to you right now is what a phone caller told two fucking narcissistic, ugly douchebags who think they're going to be the senior citizen version of Ken and Barbie when they're really going to die before the age of 60 in a tragic plane accident on their way to Greece.
Well, there's multiple ways you can use lie in a sentence.
If I'm tired, what am I doing?
You're lying down.
Okay. What am I laying?
An egg.
If you lay a sheet of paper down on the table.
Okay.
Is that right?
I don't know. I'm from South Jersey. What the fuck do you want?
That question.
When do you use a semicolon?
When the sentence is not complete yet. So when the thought still continues on, you use a semicolon instead of a period.
Sounds right.
What about a colon?
Colon can be used when you're introducing a list of items.
Wow, you sound good.
Yeah,
that sounds really good.
My boss is gonna love this.
Tell us about Matthew McConaughey. Where'd you meet him?
I met him in Austin, Texas. I was walking with my family downtown, and he was there as well with his family, and we just passed them on the sidewalk.
You know, I saw Matthew McConaughey in Texas as well, in Austin.
Yeah, he lives there.
Was I there?
Nope. I was at a film festival there, and I saw him at the hotel where I was staying.
Who are you?
I also saw one of the, is it Wilson brothers?
Oh yeah.
Running backwards with black gym socks on the Riverwalk, running backwards. I was like, that was interesting. It's good for your muscles. Okay.
Well, these are Rachel's statements.
Yeah, Rachel, listen. You blew me away with your English prowess. I'm going to say the true statement is that you've been in English. Ooh, wait, this could be. This could be the trick. You say for 11 years.
He's gonna do this thing where he screws himself up again.
I'm gonna say that you.
So what are you trying to do the math and look at that picture and say, oh, she's 22 in that? You don't know how old she is in that picture, and you don't know when that picture was taken. So if you're gonna look at that picture and say, oh, that's when she was in college, does she look 34? Or what? Or you're gonna look at that picture and think that's her now? That could have been her 5 years ago. You don't know how old she is. You're gonna say, oh, and now you're gonna judge a woman. You're gonna try to guess a woman's age based on a picture. That's pretty fucking misogynist and chauvinistic and dirty, fucking really disgusting, Mark. What, she looks like she's 38, which means if she graduated when she was 22, she'd be teaching for 15 years. So you're basically trying to ask yourself, does she look 34 in that picture? You're a fucking slime ball. What a scumbag. Fire him. Put him and Michael Strahan on some stupid Tubi show or a Quibi show. That's worse.
This could be the trick. You say for 11 years.
He's gonna do this thing where he screws himself up again.
How about this? Why don't all right, put fucking Mark and fucking Strahan, give them their own podcast, and you could call it Kelly's Leftover Scum, and let them talk about themselves for like 5 hours a day, and that'll be fucking great. We'll just lock them in a fucking like underground cave for the rest of their lives and let them talk about. They won't even notice. They'll be like, what has that been, a week? They're sitting there with like gray hair, their teeth are falling out. That's been a quick month. Come on, fucking dick sucker. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Look at that. See, that's Mark trying to give me the middle finger right now. He doesn't even know how to do it.
Away with your English prowess. I'm going to say the true statement is that you've been in English. Ooh, wait. This could be. This could be the trick. You say for 11 years.
He's gonna do this thing where he screws himself up again.
I'm going to say that you've been an English teacher for a lot more than that, and I'm going to say you met Matthew McConaughey.
You are wrong, Mark. You are wrong, Mark.
I know. I thought you were trying to screw me up. I had it.
No,
I know. That was like an error. That was a huge error. Well, listen, Rachel, congratulations. You won the mug and the t-shirt. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
That's our trivia dancer, Sue Patterson from Mountainside, New Jersey. All right, Dave, just spin that wheel to see what else Rachel's playing for.
See what happens when you let an idiot do a man's work? What did I fucking tell you? And that's how it's done. No questions, no clues, no hints, no wasting time. Got straight to the point. 3 seconds, looked at the options. Common sense and fucking logic get you fucking the answer. I'm at fucking 66%, 2 out of 3. Go fuck yourself. He fucking sat there, wasted all that time, spent too much time focusing on one of the options, barely ran out of time to barely even ask any questions about the other option. So now his brain is focused on this one option, and now he doesn't want to look like an idiot, so he's kind of committed. He's almost pot committed to that one option. And then he tries to outsmart himself because he's like, wait a minute, I think I'm smart, but people tell me I'm dumb and I feel dumb, but I know I'm smart because my mommy always told me, but then I feel smart, but then the results don't, I'm confused. So maybe I'm outwitting myself. And by thinking you're outwitting yourself, you're actually outwitting yourself. He talks himself out of the right answer, which he wasn't sure of, but now he feels bad because he's convinced everyone that he's so good. He puts all this pressure on himself by being so fucking blatantly fucking arrogant about a talent he doesn't even possess. And he ends up looking like a fucking, not even a fool, but he's a fool that made himself look like a fool while not thinking he was a fool, which makes him look like even more of a fool. And he ends up getting the whole thing wrong. All that time, all those questions, and you just fucking outpsych yourself. You know, your worst enemy is your fucking self. Maybe if you actually fucking paid attention in school, instead of getting fat, ugly girls to do your homework because they like your brown skin and your smile.
From Mountainside, New Jersey. house Rachel's playing for. All right, you're playing for a trip for two to the Pineapple Beach Club in Antigua.
Ooh.
7 days and 6 nights in a beachfront room. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,100. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Rachel, good luck.
All right, Rachel, here we go. Last week, we talked with Darren Chris. What foreign language did Darren say he and his wife...
Italian. Give me a fucking easy one, you fucking twat-sucking scumbag. Fucking sack of fucking rotted red mold.
Good luck.
All right.
Fucking sack of red mold AIDS.
Rachel, here we go.
You know what? If I had a DeLorean, I'd fucking put you in it and send you back to a Turkish bathhouse in Manhattan in 1980.
Week we talked with Darren Chris. What foreign language did Darren say he and his wife learned during the pandemic?
Japanese?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, him and his wife.
Congratulations.
He spoke Italian like that. He said him and his wife learned it together. I knew that. I was just gonna say Japanese. Now I'm gonna pull a mark. Yeah, Japanese. That's what I meant.
Japanese?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at Pineapple Beach Club, Antigua's most laid-back, all-inclusive resort. Pineapple Beach Club is a
1,
tropical
2, 3, 4. People, don't you know that there's Pineapple Beach Club? Here the club is on a sandwich. It's a bacon lettuce club. Tomato club with this man and these guys who are slaves. Pump it up. Pick a pineapple trees for 10 cents. When their boss sold them for $5, and move it strong. Pina coladas for
He's
me.
still not over the fact that Rachel beat him at the trivia game.
I'm sorry, Mark.
No,
Now,
it's okay.
Rachel, he's going to be discussing it at dinner. His last words to me tonight in bed will be, "I cannot believe I screwed that up."
No, it's gonna be like this. Darn you, Rachel.
All right, Rachel, congratulations. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 174.
27
53.
plus 2, which is 54. Oh, look, it's Faye Dunaway. Hey, Faye.
Congratulations again, Rachel. When we return, Cynthia Nixon is here.
My favorite.
Still have live. We will celebrate National Chili Day with Chef Kat Ashmore. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, Cynthia Nixon.
Cynthia Nixon is my favorite out of all of the 4 main Sex and the City actresses that have short hair, that is dyed, and LGBTQ curious. She's my favorite Sex and the City character out of all the characters that play lawyers and are not attractive. Oh, be quiet. Yeah, Shenyun, good luck. $100 a ticket.
Vermont and Chicago, March 7th through April 14th. Shenyun.com.
Tomorrow's show from Broadway, Sweeney Todd, Aaron Tveit will be here.
Yes, and we're gonna cook with Chef Guy Fieri.
Listen to this, everyone. She won her first Emmy 20 years ago for playing Miranda on Sex and the City. She's also won a Grammy and 2 Tony Awards. And now she's back on stage in the 7-year disappear. Please welcome back to the show, Cynthia Nixon. You look great, as always.
You too.
You know, the last time you were here, we were discussing your world-famous cranberry relish. And Mark talked about it. You make it with jalapenos.
I
He
do.
tried to
I
get
love
me to make it
jalapenos.
for him. I failed. I didn't.
No.
I just made it the way I know how to make it.
All right. Well,
Which is the
I didn't
recipe on the back.
bring any today. It would have had mold on it.
Right.
Maybe
No, I get
even
it.
red mold.
Yeah,
Get
who
it.
knows?
So we don't want that.
Yeah.
But next time I come,
We'll
I
book you
promise
around
you, I'll
Thanksgiving.
remember and I'll bring it.
Yeah,
Even
I
if
think-
not, I'll make it for you special.
That's nice.
Is one of your kids is it a chef that they like to make?
Yeah, I have 3 kids, and the middle one, between high school and college, took a gap year. It was
Okay.
so COVID, the height of COVID, and he worked in a restaurant in Brooklyn, and he is an amazing
Wow.
chef. Yeah, so
That's
he's away at
incredible.
college, but whenever he comes home, he cooks for us, and he cooks for all his roommates. He built himself herb boxes out in his backyard, and he grows stuff and cooks. And
He must be the most popular roommate ever in the history
Yes.
of roommates.
Well, when he was a teenager, he would watch these videos, of this guy cooking, and he said, really, I think one of the things that he heard was, "There's nothing sexier you can do for a woman than cook for her."
That's true. Sorry.
It's true.
I'm so sorry.
I was thinking our college-age son sends me videos on Instagram of people cooking things that he wants me to make for him. It never occurs to him to try to make it himself.
Well, it's a very parental way of showing
Yes, I
love,
guess.
too, of
Yes.
cooking for your
Yes,
children.
yes.
So,
You're always, you're so busy. You're always working, but we understand that you just took your belated honeymoon.
well, yes.
Yeah, I mean, after
Well, we've been together 20 years, but we got married 11 years ago, a year after it was legal in New York State.
Yeah.
And
congrats again.
thank you. But we were, raising children. So this past summer, our youngest one, who just turned 13, went off to camp for the first time for a month.
Yes.
So we took an extremely belated
Where'd you go?
honeymoon. We went to Greenland, Iceland, and Norway.
We just went to Iceland.
We just went to Iceland.
Yes.
Did you see the Northern Lights?
We did not, because you have to be there in the colder, darker months.
Yeah, it looks
to
like
see
you
them.
were there
Yes.
in the day hours, like the light
Well,
hours.
yes, that was one of the amazing things, was that we were there. It's 23 hours worth of sunlight,
Right.
which I will
In the last season of the Sex and the City spinoff, and just like that, wasn't there an episode where all the parents, their kids are getting dropped off on a bus and going to summer camp, and everyone celebrates, and all the parents kind of start talking about what they're really going to do now that the kids are gone for a couple months, right? And then surprisingly, the next episode, they're all back. And that's what I didn't like about And Just Like That. They have one episode, it's July, and then the very next episode, it's October. And we're just supposed to guess what happened in these 3 months. I understand they're trying to say we're just highlighting the big moments of Carrie and her friends' lives in this year or these 10-month period, but it's too long of a gap, and I don't want to use my imagination that much. I feel like I'm Mark Consuelos watching old episodes of All My Children, and I'm just kind of confused. That's a beautiful face. I'd love to. I want to munch that lip. I want to munch those lips.
New York State.
Yeah.
And
Congrats again.
thank you. But we were, raising children. So this past summer, our youngest one, who just turned 13, went off to camp for the first time for a month.
Yes.
So we took an extremely belated
Where'd you go?
honeymoon.
We went to all the whitest countries.
We went to Greenland, Iceland, and Norway.
We just went to Iceland.
Yeah. What made you go there? Well, we just Googled what countries have the largest population of white people. Yeah, we went to all the countries where there's all the white people. And I don't mean white people like Caucasian. I mean Larry Bird white. People thought we were albino, and they were offering us free wheelchair assistance. It was great.
We just went to Iceland.
Yes.
Did you see the Northern?
One of the locals in Iceland actually put a crown on us and tried to convince us to go to this old castle. They thought that we were queens, which we said we are, but American queens and Greenland queens are completely different things. In America, queens have penises.
We did not, because you have to be there in the colder, darker months.
Yeah, it looks
to
like
see
you were
them.
there in the day hours, like the light
Well,
hours.
yes, that was one of the amazing things, was that we were there. It's 23 hours worth of sunlight, which I will take. I will take that.
You don't get tired.
No, I mean,
get energized,
you
right?
don't get tired.
Yeah, I mean, you go out to dinner, you have a long dinner, you walk around, you sightsee. It's like midnight. It's still light. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
You know, you are very famous and you're very recognizable.
Yes.
I would think that place you might be able to travel to incognito.
Somewhat, but I have to say there was, because we were in Norway too, and we started out in the north of Norway, and we got recognized right away. Wow. And we were having lunch at this restaurant, and they sent a person from the press who interviewed us at lunch. And then we were getting on a boat at midnight that night. It's called like the Havila, and it's like a postal boat, but you can also like get a cabin. And we'd gotten ourselves a little, small little cabin with a little window. And we arrived at like midnight on the boat, and they'd read the article in the, God Bless Online. It was like up already.
Oh, yeah,
and they were like, we understand this is a special occasion of yours. The Havila gave us the honeymoon suite.
Oh.
We got to try that.
Yeah.
We have to try that.
Reelope.
Reelope, and it's going to be our honeymoon, and that's what we'll next time we go back.
Right.
It's a good idea.
11 years later.
Yeah, how was the honeymoon suite on the Havila?
It was amazing.
Tell me.
I mean, the window was like this. There was a hot tub outside.
Yeah.
There was a living room.
Wow.
There was like a little kitchenette. There was it was, Barca loungers. You could just sit and watch
the daylight.
Yeah, and watch the fjords. And
Fjords are amazing. Yeah,
in 23 hours, you could always just watch everything out the window.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
When you worked on Sex and the City, and a show that is so a part of our, especially for women, like our iconic cultural fiber.
Yeah.
Like we learned how to order cocktails, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. Did Pat F.U.G.L.Y lay her hands on you?
Yes.
And just
yes.
Did you just say that fucking Sex and the City taught you how to walk and talk and order food and drink from a restaurant?
When you work,
that'd be great. That'd be great if I could imagine them now. They're sitting there going to Greenland just to try to get fucking preferential treatment. They're gonna sit there and be like, she's gonna be on the phone. Kelly will be on the phone, like, yes, I know you want me back in Hollywood to film a big movie with Oprah Winfrey and Tom Cruise, but I'm here in the beautiful country of Iceland, and that I love so much. Although I couldn't tell if that's Greenland because there was all that ice. Their whole thing is like, oh look, it is you. It is the Haley and Mateo from American soap opera. Oh my gosh, please, we would like to interview you for our blog about stupid Americans. It is Stupid American blog. Please tell us about how come you are play stupid characters, superficial how you say bimbo. Yes, and please stay free of charge in our hotel in the basement. And we would like you please to kill cockroaches and rats in exchange for free hotel room. Yes, we take you in basement for free. There are cats over there, and there is a Mr. Coffee. You like America, Mr. Coffee? Yes, Ellie and Mateo. Everyone clap. And there's like 3 kids that are like average 8 years old clapping. They don't even know what they're clapping at. This is American style. Yes, if you like free blankets, please. The wool is over there, and you can weave your own. You weave your own. If you'd like some pillows, the cotton is over there and the fabric is over there. Start stuffing, bitches. Breakfast is served at 1 a.m. when it's completely fucking dark outside. Either breakfast is served at 1 a.m. or breakfast is served at 11 a.m. when it is fucking dark. Lunch is served at midnight when it is light. If you would like to have chicken, please help yourself to the chickens. Break their neck. There is a rusty knife right next to your pillow feathers.
In 23 hours, you could always just watch everything out the window.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
When you worked on Sex and the City, and a show that is so a part of our, especially for women, like our iconic cultural fiber.
Yeah.
Like we learned how to order cocktails, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. Did Pat F.U.G.L.Y lay her?
Notice when she talked about fjords, he's like, oh yeah, just like you say, I love fjords. Oh, I love fjords are amazing. He's just a superficial fucking puppet. Like fjords are amazing. She could have been like, oh, you went there and there's all these icicles. Icicles are amazing. Yeah, he's thinking about fucking like peanut butter and jelly. You know what he's thinking about? He's thinking about fucking. She's like talking about fjords, and he's like, fjords are amazing. The whole time he's thinking about chili and eggs, scrambled eggs, over easy eggs, chili omelet. God, what kind of chili? Chili and eggs. He's just thinking about chili and eggs. And then eggs like sex, ovulating eggs. And so in all the fjords are amazing. And then like 5 seconds later, Kelly's like, amazing. Like, I'm just going to copy what he says because I'm an untalented, unoriginal, fucking stupid fucking piece of bat guano too. In a fucking, in an ugly red fucking dress who last episode I decided to wear my pajama top to the fucking show because guess what? No one gives a shit about what I do. And they pay me to not give a shit. Isn't that great? Gotta love New York.
Like midnight on the boat, and they'd read the article in the, God Bless Online. It was like up already. And they were like, we understand this is a special occasion of yours. The Havila gave us the honeymoon suite.
We gotta try that. We have to try that.
What about the fjords?
Reelope, and it's gonna be our honeymoon.
What about the fjords?
Next time we go.
What about the fjords?
11 years later.
Yeah, how was the honeymoon suite on the Havila?
Oh, it's great.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I mean, the window was like this.
That's a small window. That's a very small window.
There was a living room. Wow. There was like a little kitchenette.
A kitchenette. Did it have a stove and with a refrigerator?
Watch the daylight.
Those fucking Icelandic people don't fuck around. Fjords are amazing.
Right, in 23 hours, you could always just watch everything out the window.
It's amazing.
Amazing. That's 3 amazings in fucking 25 seconds. Oh, it was amazing. They gave us a window. It was amazing. They gave us a window and they gave us a kitchen. Their toilet had toilet paper and actually flushed. It was great. They don't play around in Iceland.
Yeah, and watch the fjords and
fjords are amazing. Yeah.
Fjords are amazing.
You could always just
amazing.
Just watch everything out the window.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
When you worked on Sex in the City, and a show that is so part of our. Especially for women, like our iconic cultural fiber.
Yeah.
Like we learned how to order cocktails, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. Did Pat Field lay her hands on you?
Yes.
And just like impart wisdom on you?
Was she amazing?
It was like the greatest fashion boot camp you could ever have. And she taught me so many things, but I think one of the things that she really taught me was, no matter how high end the clothes that you're wearing, choose stuff that shows you off. You don't want to be a clothes hanger. You want to choose an outfit that really hides your flaws, shows off your best points, and that people say you look great more than like, oh, who makes that, right? You look great.
Do you do a Pat Fields impersonation?
I do a Pat Fields.
I do.
She's very.
She's got like a cigarette.
Don't let the clothes wear you.
No,
you wear the clothes.
Wear the clothes.
You're starring in 2 series at the same time.
Yes.
So you're doing Miranda, of course, on Just Like That.
And Just Like That, right, 3rd season.
And then at the
Gilded
same
Age.
time.
The Gilded Age. Right.
Overlap how long?
We're shooting them at exactly the same time this season. So
do you find yourself going in and out a little bit?
No, we haven't started yet. So May and June we're going to start. But
it's going to be torture for you. I think
it's going to be okay.
It's going to be a challenge.
I think it's going to be okay. They're very different. Their hair alone is very different.
Got it.
And actually, I'm doing a play, and we're opening this weekend. But sadly, we got nominated. Not sadly, very happily, we got nominated for the best ensemble on the Gilded Age.
Yes,
but it's this weekend, so I can't go.
So you can't go to this.
I can't go to the SAG Awards.
So you can't go to the SAG Awards
because I'm in a play that's opening.
And I'm assuming that your cast members can't come to your opening night.
Exactly.
SAG Awards.
Exactly.
What a combo.
I know, but it's a nice contest.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about being back on stage. Stick around.
It's National Chili Day, and we're going to celebrate by cooking up all your favorite chili. My mom's Alzheimer's.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
$100 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call today.
This night, it's finally here. Hollywood's biggest night begins. carpet at the Oscars, March 10th on ABC7.
We're back with Cynthia Nixon, who is now starring on Broadway in the 7-year Disappear.
Off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, off-Broadway. But interestingly enough, it has been, is this true, 7 years since you've been on Broadway?
Yes, it has. It's it's really strange, right? I've been connected to this play. We've been working on this play and workshopping this play for a long time. And when I realized we were going to do it in 2024, the last time I was on stage was in 2017 in The Little Foxes.
Wow.
And it's been 7 years, so it's a very funny.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So it's a 2-actor play. It's a 2-hander. It's me and the amazing Taylor Trench from Hello Dolly, from Dear Evan Hansen, from so many things on Broadway. And I play his mother, but I also play a total of 8 characters.
Oh boy.
So it's about a woman who's a world-class performance artist, and her son is her manager, best friend, handler, everything. And he gets her this tremendous commission at the Museum of Modern Art. And they're presenting her with this commission, and she's gone, and she disappears for 7 years, and he goes into free fall and all these crises that happen to him in her absence, and I play all the people in his life that he encounters in those 7 years.
It's just occurred to me that doing And Just Like That and The Gilded Age will be no problem for you.
It's a snap. That's only 2.
After playing 8 characters,
Exactly.
2 characters will be like a downgrade.
Exactly.
You'll have so much free time in your brain.
Exactly. And it's all very like spur of the moment character changes. So there's hardly any costume change to speak of. Maybe I put on a pair of glasses or.
How do you juggle that, like, in your
how do you juggle that?
Yeah, you just work, and you make each of those characters as concrete in your mind as you can, and then you just practice over and over, just turning on a dime.
I'm truly having an anxiety attack for you just now.
Like, you're one of the characters or some of the characters?
One of the characters is Wolfgang, and he is her former lover and her former manager, and he's Wolfgang. There's a bishop who's, I won't tell you about the bishop because it's a little naughty. There's a bishop. There's a guy, from New York. He's like, a DACA guy from New York who's working on Hillary Clinton's campaign.
How do you, not just characters, accented characters.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Cynthia. The 7-year Disappear is at the Pershing Square Signature Center through March 31st. Next, we're going to cook some chili. Stick around.
Tomorrow live from Sweeney Todd, Aaron Tveit, and also with the chef Guy Fieri.
The window was like this, super small. Oh, are we doing the fucking beat fucking Richard again? What is this shit? Come on. Fuck my ass.
The thrill is back.
Yes. Okay, let's do this.
Well, I'm headed to the movies. You coming?
You know it. There's a lot of great movies to see.
I want to see them all. So should we start with a comedy or something scary?
I think we should do something fun.
Hey, can I come too? After all, I am a professional moviegoer.
And you got the popcorn. Thank you.
The Oscars, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, live Sunday, March 10th at a new time, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ABC.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Moore, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
All right, it's National Chili Day, so we're going to learn how to make some turkey chili with a healthy twist from chef and best-selling author Kat Ashmore. Hey, Kat. All right, where do we start? I'm going to start chopping, right?
Morning TV, like chili? Like chili. Where do we begin? Mark loves chili so much, he's going for it.
He is eager to start. So we are doing a turkey chili today. And as a busy mom, I'm always looking for ways to add a lot of nourishing foods into one pot meals, right? So we've got lots of veggies and all that good stuff.
Time out. This is Mark's first pepper he's ever cut.
I love it. I did give him a little bit of a heads up. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Just like when I
milestone here today.
I'm honored to be witness of that. So we are going to go ahead and just.
That's actually good enough chopping skills. That's actually good enough knife skills that Cynthia Nixon would call you a very talented chef. Oh yeah, my one kid. Oh, he took a year off and he spent the summer working at a kitchen in Brooklyn. He's a very talented chef. Yeah, Cynthia Nixon thinks you should get a Michelin star based on what her opinion of good and great cooks are. He's going to put in his bio, too. I'm going to accomplish
a big milestone here today.
I'm honored to be witness of that. So we are going to go ahead and just add the turkey. And we are not using turkey breast. We are using dark meat turkey.
Okay,
How do you feel about that? Do you like dark meat?
I like dark meat turkey.
Okay, awesome.
How I feel about it is irrelevant.
Okay, awesome. Well, then we're going to just work with it.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Good boy. That's very, very good. Why don't you go take one of those little rainbow stickers and go put it up on the board right next to the picture of your glittered lip sticker for kissing my ass really good. Thanks for the apple, by the way. It's got fucking red and black mold on it. I just found out it has red mold on it, but I can't see it because the skin's red.
I love the look of it. It looks amazing.
It looks amazing. Looks like the Pee Wee Herman word of the day is amazing.
It's great.
Hey, boys and girls, you know what the word of the day is? It's amazing. Every time someone says amazing, take a shot of hard alcohol.
I love the look of it. It looks amazing. I find that dark meat has so much more flavor. So it's great. You're doing amazing, Mark. Okay, so the next step is as you're going ahead to cook all the turkey, we're going to let that brown up so it's nice and cooked for us. Meanwhile,
look at that. Mark just quit. Well, that tracks. Just as usual. And he's like, look at me.
Yeah. We're going to let that
when he knows he sucks at something, that's his go-to. That's his break in case of emergency. I'm just going to flash my smile because ever since I was a kid, whenever I smiled, girls would pull down their panties and let me smell them. And fucking teachers would give me A's. So now I don't know what I'm doing. I look like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. I've actually recognized that I actually am an idiot right now. And so I'm just going to smile as my self-defense, nervous anxiety mechanism. Hey, here's my smile, everyone. Yeah, you're like 55 years old. It's not really fucking, doesn't work anymore. Although you still act like a 6-year-old, you're not 6, so it doesn't work.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That's amazing. I love it. Look at it. She don't care. She's still lying to you.
I find that dark meat has so much more flavor.
She just fucking told him that looked amazing, and she complimented him the same way a kindergarten compliments a fucking kindergarten teacher compliments a student when they draw like a picture of a dog and show it to their teacher, and they say, "Oh my God, that's so great! That car looks amazing." And she's like, "It's not a car, it's a dog." "Oh my God, what a great picture, Billy. That school bus looks amazing." "That's not a school bus. That's a hamster." "What?" "That's not a school bus. That's my mommy's foot." "Oh, what a great school bus, Billy. That's not a school bus. That's my mommy's bunion."
I love the look of it. It looks amazing. I find that dark meat has so much more flavor. So it's great. You're doing amazing.
Wow.
Okay,
you just find that dark meat has more flavor? You find that? I'm using dark meat because I find, you know what? 99.9 of the fucking cooking world for the last fucking 200 years has found that fucking dark meat has more, probably more than that, 500 years. Since the invention of television, every single fucking person that cooks on camera, off camera, in a restaurant at home knows that dark meat has more flavor. So why the fuck are you saying that? I find it has more flavor. So that's my little tip for you. Oh, thanks. You mean dark meat has more flavor and white meat is drier? Gee, let me write that down. You're a genius. Maybe you should get your own fucking OnlyFans fucking channel where all you do is fucking show videos of your little fucking zit on your face. Fucking whack ass Molly Ringwald, Dakota Johnson, inbred fucking crossover cunt.
I love the look of it. It looks amazing. I find that dark meat has so much more flavor. So it's great. You're doing amazing, Mark. Okay, so the next step is
you're doing amazing, Mark.
Going ahead to cook all the turkey. Yeah.
That's 4 amazing. 5 amazings in the entire show.
Meanwhile, I'm going to do a little something that might surprise you. Can you hand me the tomato paste? Like if you
what is that?
What's tomato paste? It's the red stuff.
So this is
Here,
gonna
what's that? What's the tomato paste? Here, let's teach fuck. Here, on today's episode of Mark is a fucking dumbass, Mark sees a bunch of bowls full of different ingredients of different colors and can't figure out what the tomato paste is. What's going to happen on this dramatic episode of Mark is a dumbass? Will he choose the green one, the white one, the purple one, or the red one? Boom, boom. Which one's the tomato paste? Look at him guessing. Wow, he's really putting a lot of thought into this one. It is a 2-foot putt, and 15th place is on the line. Which one's the tomato paste? Will he choose wisely? The green, the purple, the white, or the red? Tomato paste. Think, Mark. Tomato. Time's up. What's your answer? What's your final guess? I'm just gonna guess. You know what? I don't know. I give up. I can't. Ooh, sorry, Mark. The tomato paste is similar to the tomato because the tomato paste. Little fun fact for everyone, because I know everyone watching doesn't know this. The tomato paste is actually made from tomatoes, and tomatoes are really green. No, not really green. They're red. I was just gonna say red. My answer's red. I got it right. I read. I thought about it though. I win. No, you don't win. You don't win a stupid T-shirt that I'm gonna double as a diaper. Sorry, Mark. You're wrong, Mark. So sorry. Yeah, the tomato paste is red like a tomato. Thanks for playing, Mark. Here's a consolation prize. You get to watch your children grow up to be stupid motherfuckers with silver spoons up their fucking tight little wound up assholes, just like their parents. Congratulations, Mark. Now go fuck yourself.
For us. Meanwhile, I'm going to do a little something that might surprise you. Can you hand me the tomato paste? Like
what is that?
That's tomato paste. Right here.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay. So this is going to add tons of flavor. And what I like to do is I like to go ahead and toast it. That makes the natural sugars really caramelize.
Toast it.
I always toast it. Anytime you're going to add something like tomato paste.
All right, what veggies are we using?
Okay, so next up, let's get our veggies in. So we've got celery. We've got those peppers.
Okay, there you go.
Amazing. So we've got celery. Not traditional, but we're going to add it all in. I'm always looking to get veggies into my family.
Garlic?
We've got some garlic. We've got some onion.
I'm interested in getting veggies into you. How do you get veggies in your family? Do you use the zucchini? Do you use it whole? Do you put a condom on it, or what orifice are we talking about? Because I'm interested in you teaching me how you get veggies inside your family. More importantly, let's talk about you and your happiness. How can I get some veggies into you? Do you like eggplant? I got a big fat one. It's great for Parmesan.
So we've got celery.
Because I've heard your taco tastes like Parmesan cheese. So maybe I could put my eggplant in there and we could have a cheesy eggplant taco. But we'll only eat the mold if it's on an aged part of the taco. If it's one of the fresh parts, we have to throw it away, unfortunately. So hope you like wood chippers.
Those peppers.
Okay, there you go.
Amazing. So we've got celery. Not traditional, but we're going to add it all in. I'm always looking to get veggies into my family.
Garlic?
We've got some garlic. Okay. We've got some onion.
Oh, onion.
Over there.
Yeah, thank you.
Fabulous. We've got some onion and some jalapenos if you want it spicy.
Jalapenos, yeah, put it in. Yeah.
Awesome. You can totally leave it out if you want to. At this point, I'm going to start putting in the spices as well. So we've got dried oregano.
Beautiful.
Okay, and you're going to hand me some chili powder. Thank you, Mark. You're doing great, Kelly.
Thank you.
This is not your first time, I can tell.
Not my first time browning turkey.
Love it. Smoked paprika. And then we've got some cumin. And again, this is going to
I love cumin. It's amazing.
Ingredient you put in this.
I do have a little secret ingredient. Now listen, it's called cocoa powder. We know it as chocolate. It's unsweetened.
Okay. What does it do?
So it's really inspired by a mole sauce.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yes, of course, I knew that.
Unsweetened cocoa powder is something that is
Yes.
used a lot, as you know,
Yes.
Mexican cooking.
Yes.
It has a ton
I don't know what the
of
fuck's going on.
richness. And
Yes,
you can
that's
even taste
amazing.
it. It's just
I
a
love
little
cocoa powder.
something that tastes
Yes.
different.
Yes.
Ties it all together.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's really,
exactly.
really
It's
beautiful.
amazing. Yes,
So
I love
after
that.
cooked, we're just gonna
And then we're gonna
let
use
it
a
get
wooden
nice
spoon.
and
I love
brown.
wooden
We're gonna
spoons.
let
Yeah.
all
Oh
the
yeah.
spices start to toast.
Yes.
And we're going to take a break.
I love
and
it.
we're gonna
Toasted
finish up with
spices.
flirting
Yes.
when we come back.
We're going to Vegas, baby. Back to where it all began. And you can come with us. Just visit our website and get your tickets for February 26th and 27th. This is your chance to see us live in Las Vegas. So hurry, get your tickets. So much I can.
Poshmark. Snobbies. Oh, on the next.
So annoying.
If you ask my dad what time it is,
Yeah, he'll say time to go get a watch. Is that what he's gonna say?
This is your chance to see us live in Las Vegas. So hurry, get your tickets now.
What makes parents so annoying?
if you ask my dad what time it is, tell you how to build a clock. And I just wanted to know what time it was.
Next live, Tony Award winner Aaron Tveit and Guy Fieri. Plus, Live is heading to Las Vegas February 27th through March 1st. Hey, Mom, if I...
We have brown.
Don't ever give your secret ingredient out because someone
Find your happiness in San Diego.
We're back with Chef Kat Ashmore, and we're going to finish up her turkey chili. Okay, so we've browned our meat.
We have browned our meat. You can go ahead and add that right back in. All at the same time, we are putting in that turkey. You could totally use beef if you want to, but we're using ground turkey today.
And then what's the 411 on beans? Do they belong in chili? Don't they?
like
People
beans.
are very...
It really depends who you ask. This is a very polarizing subject.
Oh, yes. Well, in Texas, they forbid beans the same way Chicagoans forbid ketchup, right? But it depends who you... I mean, some people like beans. They put beans in. I think in Texas, the standard is no beans. And I think the standard is no beans, but other parts of the country, you'll find beans in it. For some places, serve like a 5-bean veggie chili or a 6-bean veggie chili. Or if you're going to include your testicles, Mark, it'd be a 9-bean chili. But in Texas, it's almost like a law. Like you will probably never, ever find beans in chili. But I know if you go to Cincinnati, you start doing 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, you have the option to put in beans. So I think Texas is the only place they're really hardcore gung-ho about it. I'm not really sure. See what that means? I just tell them what I think, but I say I'm not sure instead of trying to say something as if it's law, it's God's law. Like, I fucking know what I'm talking about.
Beans, do they belong in chili?
No,
Don't they?
like
People
beans.
are very...
It really depends who you ask. This is a very polarizing subject.
Really?
Oh, very much so. Just ask my social media. Yes. This is a very polarizing subject. I think a lot of chili purists would say that beans don't belong, veggies don't belong. It is just meat. Okay. What? For me and my family, I like to get a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, a lot of nutrients.
Now you're overdoing
a lot of
it.
veggies.
Chill the fuck
so
out.
I am going to put all of this stuff in there. I think it's whatever your family likes. That's the beauty of a one-pot meal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep. So now
Yeah, but
we've
this
got...
isn't fucking chili. This is a fucking this is pussy chili. Fucking, this is a healthy alternative. Beans and veggies and turkey. This is a pussy ass version of chili.
This is a very polarizing subject. I think a lot of chili purists would say that beans don't belong, veggies don't belong. It is just meat. Okay. What? For me and my family, I like to get a lot of fiber, a lot of protein, a lot of nutrients, a lot of veggies. So I am going to put all of this stuff in there. I think it's whatever your family likes. That's the beauty of a one-pot meal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep. So now we've got all of that in there. We're just going to top it up with some water.
Okay.
And it's going to create this really lovely sauce that cocoa powder is going to allow it to start thickening. We're just going to go ahead and simmer it and
the magic of TV. So now do we just get our bowls?
Yeah, so you can choose because I've also got
a veggie.
Sweet potato and black bean chili.
Oh, for the
Very
veggies?
hot.
Oh, that's nice.
I will ladle it for you if you'd like to
Thank
try this
you.
one. This one is from my cookbook, Big Bites.
Thank you so much. Because
You
you
are
know me.
so
Oh no, that's not chili. That is soup.
And it's nice to just have options. And
Dude,
this is the
I'm
kind of
telling
chili
you
that's
straight
really
up, and you could fucking like the video or comment. This is not chili, what she's serving. This is spicy vegetable soup.
if you'd like to
Thank
try this
you.
one. This one
Sure.
is from my cookbook, Big Bites.
Thank you so much. Because you know me.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't even really look like chili. It's more of just like a spicy vegetable soup.
I'm a veggie girl.
Yeah, me too.
Thank
And it's
you.
nice to just have options. And this is
Me
the kind of
too.
chili that's really hearty. So
It's
even
not
if
chili.
someone eats meat, they might still
I'll do this one.
really enjoy it.
And then over here we've got
Of course you will.
Yeah, thank you.
over here are all the toppings,
All the fun toppings,
fixins.
all of them. So we've got avocado, we've got cheese. I particularly really like to eat chili by scooping it with a tortilla chip.
Oh, that's actually a great
Oh,
idea.
that's a great
Chips are a
idea.
great utensil.
Wow, that's a great idea. I never heard of that. Dipping a chip in chili. Oh my God, that's a great idea. You're so smart. Jeez, you're teaching everyone new tricks. Dipping
Over
chips
here,
in
all the
chili.
toppings,
What?
all the fixins.
All of
Fucking
them. So we've
ass-kissing
got
fucking little
avocado,
bitch.
we've got cheese. I particularly really like to eat chili by scooping it with a tortilla chip.
Oh, that's actually a great idea.
Chips are a great utensil. I
I'll
mean,
take an avocado, babe.
yeah.
You want an
I know.
avocado, my
I know.
love?
It's hard to say no to avocado. We've got green onions over there.
Oh,
We've got
oh, yeah.
lime
Oh, I
for
love
a little
that.
bit of
Oh,
brightness.
brightness, yeah.
Yum.
Yum.
I put
The-
lime on everything.
The acidity's gonna cut through the
chili
fat.
really it can simmer up to 2 hours. It really depends upon how much time you have.
Good luck having people not taste it while it's
Well, that's
simmering.
the
Right.
problem, right? That's
Yeah.
the problem. But honestly,
Mm.
even 30
Mm.
minutes, it'll still
Oh,
have a
this is
ton
so-
of flavor.
Should I take a bite?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
wow. This is so good. This is
I'm letting
good.
mine cool
This
for a
is so
second.
good.
I think that's a good idea.
That is delicious. Oh, I love the chip idea.
We're gonna open up that inbox. Stick around.
If you would like to try any of Kat's recipes, just log on to our website, live.kellyandmark.com.
This week, my Panera members enjoy 20% off. And
Hey, welcome back to the inbox. I'm just gonna have my chili while I
Have your
you have my
chili.
chili.
Enjoy yourself.
Tracy Singleton from Chicago, Illinois says, "Good morning, you guys. Mark, come on, you got this. I'm sitting at home guessing all the right answers while you're picking the wrong ones." All right, Tracy.
Bonnie, easy. Bonnie from Port Huron, Michigan says, I think I watched this show just to see Mark lose. I will even wait to leave the house until the game is over because I want to see Mark lose. I talked to my brother and he makes sure he's watching TV to see the game and to watch Mark lose too. It makes my day. I do. I've been watching you guys since you were on All My Children. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Feel the same way.
This is from Lauren K. Berry from Buffalo, New York. There's something about a Vegas wedding. We got married in 2000, renewed in Vegas on our 10th anniversary and the 20th, pictured here. We'll renew our 25th next year. Aw. Our Kiana was born around the same time as your Lola and ironically graduated from NYU at the same time. We were seated across from you guys in the aisle. Let me see.
What?
That's right, you were.
Oh my Melissa from Clearwater, Florida says, Stump Mark has become the highlight of my morning. The sincere look of pain on Mark's face when he loses. Never gets old. Sorry, Mark. Your pain has become my entertainment.
Thank you, Melissa from Clearwater, Florida. I appreciate you.
World famous.
Lola and ironically graduated from NYU at the same time. We were seated across from you guys in the aisle. Let me see.
What?
That's right, you were.
Melissa from Clearwater, Florida says, Stump Mark has become the highlight of my morning. The sincere look of pain on Mark's face when he loses. Never gets old. Sorry, Mark. Your pain has become my entertainment.
Thank you, Melissa from Clearwater, Florida. I appreciate you.
World famous Chef with the Bells. Christy Victor from Buffalo, New York says, we got married there this past September. Yay.
Cindy Bettany from the Villages, Florida. The Villages.
The Villages.
Recently in Vegas, I went to the Fountain Blue to check it out. A beautiful property.
Married there this past September. Yay.
Cindy Bettany from the Villages, Florida. The Villages.
The Villages. From Buffalo, New York says, we got married there this past September. Yay.
You got married there. Why does your fucking husband look like he's your father? Jesus Christ. Were you like about to be
from Buffalo, New York says,
were you about to be homeless until some white businessman bought you off the fucking mail order catalog? Look at that. The dude looks like he's fucking 63 years old and the fucking wife is like 45. I guess that's not
He got married there this past September.
I mean, that's going to be the same age gap between Lola and her future husband. Because trust me, she values a lot of money over fucking happiness. She ain't going to find happiness. Money is what makes her happy. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yay.
Cindy Bettany from the Villages, Florida. The Villages.
The Villages.
Recently in Vegas, I went to the Fountain Blue to check it out. A beautiful property. Used to be the old Sands. Photos of the Rat Pack all over. If you like the slots, I recommend the Penny Machine Monkey Explosion. Okay.
Is that semen? Is that an orgasm?
Yeah, we got to do that. Penny Machine, yeah.
If you win at Monkey Explosion, do you get like a whole load of fucking monkey semen just squirted in your face? Monkey Explosion! That's the sound the slot makes.
Monkey Explosion. Okay. I won $1,000.
We got to get there. We got to do that. Penny Machine, yeah. How about this? This is exciting. This is very exciting. Jerry Palacios from Albuquerque, New Mexico said, I went to Disneyland in December, and look who I ran into. I love starting my day with your show. It makes my day. You bring happiness to the world. Gelman. Now this is advertising. You know, when Ryan was in Disney, he sent Mark and me the same picture of him standing next to us.
Yes.
And I said,
changed the old sign?
No, it was this sign. And I said to Ryan, Mark hung those up himself.
This is from Barb Morrow from Grayling, Michigan. I met a wonderful gentleman this weekend that owns a home in Telluride. He's in his 80s, and he said he was thrilled to hug Kelly while she and Mark were there on vacation sometime. He runs the Wounded Warrior ski program. Great man. Yes, I remember that.
Patty from Belmore, New York says a quick shout out to Deja, who has been looking extra beautiful lately.
Deja!
Always.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
It's live with Kelly and Mark after the Oscars show. Join Kelly and Mark live from the Oscar stage at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, California, Monday, March 11th. For tickets, go to our website.
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose.
You don't have to go into motion. Where you just go regular motion, we'll slow it down.
And retailers.
The best moments deserve the best eggs, especially when they're Eggland's
I don't
best.
know what that means. I'm sorry, I didn't really pay. I paid a cute. I had sex with a cute girl that was really smart to do my homework for me in high school. So
We need a break on comfortable furniture. Hold up. My intelligence is telling me Walter E. Smith is having a top secret President's Day sale.
This is highly classified information. Secure your $250 coupon at smith.com, plus save up to 20%. Wait, what's your location? Oh yeah, well, we're on surveillance duty at Walter E. Smith, and the sale is going down now, so act fast. Does this come with cup holders?
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Now,
tell me, do you love me? Tell me, do you want me so? Like the video, I'm all for that. Oh my gosh. Let's hurry up here. Speed it up. Come on, you stupid fuckheads. Let's go. Yeah. Heart health, heart disease, blah, blah, blah. This is a picture of some ducks that I saw, and I took a picture of it, and I took it to the DMV.
Do you believe in magic? Belly fat. Now you see it. Now you don't.
God, dude, I swear to God, this fucking box has got rotten red mold on it.
Flow.com.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body. I take Q-Nol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Q-Nol, the brand I trust. Hey, welcome back to the inbox. This is Curly Contreras from Facebook Sunrise.
You know what's funny? I didn't know those were trees. I thought they were ducks.
Hey, welcome back to the inbox. This is Curly Contreras from Facebook Sunrise in Las Vegas. That's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Wow, really
Gorgeous.
nice.
You know,
It's amazing.
Palm trees are the most glamorous
They
trees
really are.
in the entire
They really are.
I
Yes.
agree with you.
Whatever you
My
say,
goodness.
dear.
How about
I
this
agree
one?
with you. Whatever you say,
Yvonne
dear.
from Alabama said an early morning walk in October of 2023.
In Iceland.
Now, we need a picture under that sign.
Let's do it.
We need to do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Andrea from Las Vegas, Nevada. Bachelorette party pic. Uh-oh.
What happens in Vegas is put on this show.
That was definitely at the beginning of the bachelor party.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Says you.
Carolyn Tage Siniger from Winona, Minnesota said, on the Las Vegas High Roller with John, Brian, and Tony. Yeah, we went in there.
Yeah.
We took my dad in there, and you remember it stopped.
Yeah, I remember.
They had like a mechanical or something,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
was so
right.
funny.
Yeah,
My
I
dad's
remember.
like, "This is a really great ride. It gives you like a beautiful vantage point of the city for a really long time." And I was like, "Yeah, it's longer than it's supposed to be."
This is Joanne from Facebook, heading out of town to ride in the desert. Wow.
Beautiful. Robin Kilbury from Rochester, New York said, "Big winner. We went on a family trip every year since our daughters turned 21, and I guess she won." I can't read.
200 and something. 200 bucks. Yeah. 200 something. Yeah.
Yes, let's clap for that. $200, clap. Everyone clap. Gelman's sitting there pushing that applause sign. Applause.
On a family trip every year
Daniel
since
LaRusso.
our daughters turned 21, and I guess she won. I can't read.
200 and something. 200 bucks. Yeah. 200 something. Yeah.
200 something.
Yeah.
You know, as they say in the movie Casino, it's a casino. People sometimes have to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Not usually, but sometimes they do. Hey, don't forget on tomorrow's show, Aaron Tveit will be here.
Also, hey, we're going to cook this guy's spaghetti. I'm going to eat it again tomorrow.
I'm going to eat his vagina. Wow. That is the biggest fucking waste of 90 minutes. And thank you for watching and allowing me to waste your time. That's great. Great stuff.
Pills.
Ooh. Oh, living with HIV. See, you can live with HIV and still get a little hand job. It's not the end of the world.
To the boxer and John Berker, who's the former Speaker of the House of Commons in Westminster.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
it's so crazy.
Wow.
And then there's Phaedra from the Housewives of Atlanta.
Why do they want to do it? Tell me why.
Why do people want to be on television?
Oh, yeah. Why do people want to be on television? Anyways, thanks for watching season fucking whatever it is. Season 2 of whatever. Season, let's see. February 22nd, season 2, episode 1. Oh, God. Who the fuck knows? 120, season 2, episode 120 from February 22nd. All right. Please enjoy all this great content. And remember, if you're going to make chili, don't do any fucking thing you saw here. In fact, to win a chili competition, I would recommend doing the exact opposite of everything you fucking saw on this program. And to be considered somewhat intelligent, talk, speak, behave the complete opposite of every fucking thing you saw on this episode. Okay, I'll see you at church, guys. Remember, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and he will make all your dreams come true, but only if you're Jewish.